Hello everyone, welcome to another episode themed Life After Alpine. Today we have with us Miss Eleni Charitou, pilot, ground training support officer at Etihad Airways, an Alpine alumni with a career in the airlines section. Hello Eleni, how are you today?
Hello Manos, nice talking to you and thank you for the invitation. I'm really good, thank you.
Thank you for accepting our invitation to participate in our alumni series. If you are ready, we would like to begin and finding out about how was your studies in Alpine and how well did they prepare you. Also, take us through your career path and how did you reach the position that you hold today?
Okay. First of all, Alpine, what I want to really say is that Alpine was a true choice. I have made the research. Now we're going very back in the past, like 20 years ago or something, even a bit more. So when I was trying to find out where I'm going to study, and I knew for a fact that I want to be in travel and tourism industry and in aviation. And I wanted to have, to be fully equipped with knowledge and everything that it takes. So I made a small research. I was very young back then as well, so I'm really proud of that choice, to be honest with you. Alpine was standing out. The faculty there, what they said to me, the way they informed me about the sessions, about the professors, what is going to be covered, and most importantly, the way they get you engaged with the market, which is very important for people that they don't have any related people in the business. You know, for me, for instance, my family, when it's not in the aviation industry at all, so it was something completely new, and it is really nice to be able to get in touch with people from the market, and not only for the practice, but during the studying time. So that was the first thing, that after the research I made, I said, okay, yeah, Alpine really stands out. They know exactly what they're doing. It is really, really nice. Another thing that it was really important to me, and I think it played a huge role in general, it is that they take it personally. What I mean by that, there are relationships that they are, formed between you and the faculty and the assessors and the professors and everybody. And they take personally the responsibility of your growth. If I may, I can give a very quick example. While I was doing my registration at the very beginning, I'm not quite sure if the things are like that now, but back then they were offering you were supposed to study a foreign language, an additional foreign language. So back then it was French and German. Me, I was already fluent in the French. I had all the diplomas and everything. And I could easily say, yeah, I'll take French. It will be easy for me to get a nice degree in the end. And the school, Alpine, they say to me, Eleni, listen, because we see that you're very, qualified in French language and you speak, fluently and everything, we're going to register you to German language because we want people to have additional knowledge. And it was something that really, really made a difference to me. I said, they're really interested in doing and taking and making the best out of their students. It's not something like, okay, yes, we do the sessions and we'll give you a diploma in the end and this is it. So it was highly appreciated back then, that. I also remember very well my first acquaintance with the ever brilliant Mrs. Sibyl Hoffman, the director. We used to have a psychometric test during registration after the placement test and everything, and she's the one who gets in touch with you on a formal interview, and she's giving you the results. So from the psychometric test, it also comes out if you have what it takes to be in the tourism area or the hotel area, or what the aviation requires and all that field. So I still remember that very, very intensely. In my head, I have it very, very, it was a very nice, warm welcome with all the details of the course. It was the final stage, of course. But I think that this is something very important in Alpine as well, that you form relations, which they're very professional, but in a friendly way as well. The approach is very friendly, without though missing anything from from professionalism. Now, in regards to my path, well, I completed my two, travel and tourism consists of 2 years, and you have to do the hands-on training as well. The first year I was in a travel agency who is an operator and gives business to travel agencies all around the islands, and a huge experience. And happily enough, for the second year, they have made an office for me. In their office, they changed premises and everything. They had a desk for me and everything. Meanwhile, what has happened is that I got there was a casting going on in Alpine, and there were people from Disneyland Paris that they came to cast. They were looking for people to work for them with a normal contract, not a trainee or something like that, like a normal contract. And I went and I passed. I was selected. I was the only one from the Travel and Tourism Management department to be selected on that. So I went to France. I stayed there for 7 months, 8 months, something like that. I had the proposal to stay longer, but back then, everything was so promising. We're waiting for the Olympic Games in Athens and everything, tourism was flourishing and everything and all. There is still hope, though. I'm not saying the opposite. There's always hope. So I decided to return to Greece and see what I can do in the field in my country. I was working for about a year at the travel agency again. I was responsible for the FIT department. And there was an airline back then called Kronos, for those who remember. And what was happening is the travel agency was giving the hotels, and the airline was giving the tickets. So I was forming the package, and we're selling the product as a total experience to our guests. And it was something that we created from scratch. And this is how I started officially the career in aviation and all, because I got hooked in aviation a lot. I loved it before, but then I was in touch with all those, colleagues from Kronos Airlines and stuff, and I said, I really like that. So after a year, I applied for Air France, and then I started working with Air France in Greece as a checking agent at the beginning. Then we moved to the new airport, which is the current one, the Athens International Airport in Eleftherios Venizelos. I was a closeout as well. Closeout is the title for those that they are responsible of the whole flight as far as it concerns the check-in. Then I got an offer to go to the central offices, town office, as reservations and packages and frequent flyer miles and all that. I stayed there for 4 years. And then I completed another 6. All in all, in total, I was 13 years working for Air France at the sales counter at the airport again, from 2006 to 2013. Then we had the famous financial crisis in Greece. So we had, salary cut and things like that. And I started applying just to see, if there is what it is out there. And I thought, okay, maybe it's time to do something else, to try another field. And this is how Middle East came into my life. I got an offer from Falcon Aviation Services, which here is, it belongs to His Highness Private Office. And it's a private company for private jets and private helicopters, VVIP. You have royalty as clients only, and very high sensitive, dealing with very high sensitive information and clientele and all. And after that, Etihad came into my life. I'm almost 7 years now, almost 6 years and 8 months working for Etihad at the pilot ground training support position, which I really, really like and I really, really love. It's very challenging and very nice and very interesting. And this is it in a wrap up.
Wow, that's fantastic. So many different conditions. That is a great experience. Thank you for sharing it with us. It's a very good example for all our current students to have for a career after you graduate. Alpine.
Yes.
Eleni, please go on.
I would like to say for the students, the current students that they are there now, to never miss an opportunity for growth. regardless what it has to. I mean, maybe money are not enough, but the opportunity to grow is huge, especially when you're at the beginning of your career. You need to set the base for it, you know, because the older you get, then you have other responsibilities, you get tired, you know, it is like that. But however, don't miss any opportunity to travel, to expose yourself to different cultures, to see how the world is like and how the world is operating. This is a fantastic life experience, far beyond career and everything else. So, yeah.
This is a fantastic message to share with our students. Thank you very much. And I would like, moving on, Eleni, to ask you for a unique memory that you might have from your studies in Alpine. Would you have something to share with us?
I have plenty. First of all, I have to tell you that my best friend is someone I met in Alpine, and we're still friends, and we travel all over the world, and he's part of the hotel industry, so we combine, you know, I put the tickets, he puts the hotels, so it's an amazing opportunity to travel around. But and I have to thank Alpine for this, because we met in Alpine, and he's like family to me now. And with many other classmates of mine, we're still in touch. We keep in touch. We either through social media, either through you know, tourism world and aviation. It might be huge, but it is small. You always, you know, keep bumping on same people, you learn news about someone, and it is like that. So coming back to the memory, I always have in my heart the preparations that we did for all the presentations or all the fairs that we were participated in. And it was like a family. I mean, for me, I felt so close with my classmates and with not only of travel and tourism, but also with hotel management, with everybody at the college. It was like we had the main, you know, specific target, and we were working on that. And collaboration was at its greatest, really. And I always keep that in my heart it's a very cherished memory, that one. And also, I remember when we were outside there at the fairs or the festivals that we were, you know, presenting the school, the college, and our work and everything. I was just, you know, just for a moment, I was just taking a glimpse around, and I was so proud I was an Alpiner. We studied out. It was like, you know, it was, yeah, okay, I can check those, they're Alpine, you know? So this is something that it really gives you confidence for the rest of your life. I mean, it's up to you what you do and how life brings the circumstances, of course, but to have a very solid base and the confidence that, yeah, you know, I have what it takes. I have it. Then we'll see how it's gonna go. But to have that kind of confidence, Alpine is the best college to, you know, to build that for you. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Eleni, for your precious messages and all the great interview that we had together. At this point, I would like to thank you again for your time and for being able to talk to our audience. And we wish you a great continuity to your career. And
thank you very much.
We hope to have you again soon on another subject.
Of course. I'm always happy to discuss with you and to talk about Alpine and share my experiences and all.
Thank you.
May you always take care of yourself, stay safe as well due to the situation now and all, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you very much, Eleni.